Hi BTN. My question for you is, why do we sit?
Ruby, guess what I'm doing?
Nothing.
Yes, but no.
Ooh, let me guess.
Oh, guess what I'm doing?
You're swiveling on a chair.
Close.
Ooh, I know.
Oscar, look at me. What is happening?
You're sitting.
Yes, I'm sitting, but why? Ask me why.
I know. He's trying to work out why we sit.
I'm trying to work out why we sit. It's a question we could go our entire lives just ignoring. Luckily, I'm not. I'm off to find the definitive answer of why we sit.
How are you?
Good, how are you? You too.
Come in.
I'm meeting with Dr. Kate. She's a lecturer in physical activity and health. All right, sitting. How about that? Dr. Kate, why is it that we sit?
Well, there's many reasons why we sit, and one reason is that we just need to take a break, basically. When we stand, our muscles are working a little bit, and if we're moving around, our muscles are working even more. So we sit down to take a little bit of a break, but the problem starts when we sit down for too long.
Are there any risks to sitting?
Sure, if we sit for too long, it's not good for our heart. Our body changes the way that we process things like our sugars, so that's not good for us. And it's also not good for our brain health. So if you're sitting for a long time, you might find it difficult to concentrate, to pay attention, and to make good decisions.
Do you think it would be better if we stood for this interview?
Well, we haven't been sitting for too long, so I think we're okay now. But if we keep talking for another 10 minutes or so, we might like to stand up and do some squats or some jumps or those kind of things, just to keep our muscles moving.
Well, we better end it there then. Bye.
Don't you like squats?
So I had my answer. But as I was sitting in the car on the way back to the office, I felt I was missing part of the sitting puzzle. We sit because we have to. But how? And on what? Then it hit me. Chairs. They're everywhere. You may be sitting in one now. If you are, stand up, spin around, and sit down again. This is not medical advice. While we've always needed to sit, we haven't always needed somewhere to sit in or on. For thousands of years, the ground, or the floor, did just fine. And often it still does. But at least 5,000 years ago, that changed. This Greek sculpture is the oldest proof we have of a chair, with a person sitting on it. Huh. The ancient Egyptians valued chairs too. And those with backs and armrests were traditionally for the very rich and powerful. Chairs continued to be seen as a status symbol, but not in the same way everywhere. And in fact, in some places, not at all. Even now, large parts of the world simply sit on the ground. Many squat, some sit cross-legged. Kneeling is common too. And the muscles in our bodies adapt to our particular sitting needs. In Japan, a country known for its technological advancements, people still traditionally sit on floor mats. The practice of sitting, and the reasons we do it, are surprisingly amazing. So after all that, I'm glad I didn't completely ignore it. Guess what? I found out why we sit and how we sit. All of the sitting.